Most people will never understand what truly happens when someone who carries a higher calling is cut off from sexual release. They assume deprivation weakens a person. They believe desire fades, energy disappears, and passion slowly dies. That belief is completely wrong. When someone with a deeper purpose is removed from constant sexual stimulation, something shocking begins to unfold beneath the surface. Something so intense that only a small fraction of humanity ever experiences it. If you are going through sexual withdrawal right now and feel confused, restless, or strangely awakened, stop and listen carefully, because this moment may be the first time your life actually starts making sense. For years, I've studied the hidden patterns of spiritual transformation, and one truth keeps appearing again and again. Sexual energy never vanishes. It only changes form. When it is no longer discharged outward, it turns inward, upward, and inward again, building pressure, intelligence, and awareness inside the body and mind. What feels like frustration at first slowly becomes power. What feels like emptiness transforms into intensity. And what feels like loss eventually reveals itself as preparation. When a person with a spiritual assignment stops feeding their energy into physical pleasure, that energy doesn't go dormant. It becomes concentrated. It multiplies. It sharpens. It's as if the body realizes it no longer has an exit and is forced to evolve. Something ancient inside you wakes up. You begin to feel sensations you've never felt before. Heat rising along your spine, a buzzing in your chest, tingling in your hands, your feet, your head. Moments where your body feels charged, alive, almost electric. This isn't sickness. This isn't imagination. This is energy learning a new direction. Your dreams begin to change. They don't feel random anymore. They feel meaningful, vivid, and sometimes unsettling. You wake up remembering details, faces, conversations, places. Sometimes the dreams feel more real than waking life. Sometimes you wake up emotional for no clear reason. Other times you wake up calm, focused, and alert, like your mind has been reset. This is what happens when inner energy is no longer leaking out through habit and impulse. It starts communicating with you. People believe that libido disappears when sex is removed for a long time. That's one of the biggest misunderstandings of modern life. Desire doesn't die. It matures. It stops screaming and starts speaking. It transforms from hunger into drive, from craving into clarity. Sexual force is not just about pleasure. It is creative power. When it is no longer wasted, it becomes fuel for focus, intuition, discipline, and awareness. As this energy builds, it begins to move upward through your system. Slowly at first, then with increasing intensity. You may feel pressure in your forehead, as if something is gently pressing from the inside. You may feel sudden waves of insight during ordinary moments. You may notice that your thoughts become sharper, your instincts stronger, your presence heavier. You walk into a room, and people notice you without knowing why. Some feel drawn to you, others feel uncomfortable. Your energy has changed, and energy speaks louder than words. Strange coincidences begin to surround you. You think of someone and they message you. You consider a decision, and something external confirms it minutes later. Numbers repeat themselves in ways that feel personal. Time feels elastic. Days pass quickly, yet moments feel deep. It's not that reality is bending. It's that you are finally paying attention. Animals react to you differently. Some stare longer. Some approach without fear. Some seem unusually calm around you. Sensitive beings recognize shifts before logic does. Children do too. They look at you differently, more openly, more honestly. You may even notice strangers telling you personal things without knowing why they trust you. Your presence feels safe, grounded, centered. Your intuition stops feeling like guessing and starts feeling like knowing. You sense when to move and when to wait. You feel when something isn't right, even if everything looks fine on the surface. You avoid situations without explanation, only to later realize you were protected from something unseen. This isn't magic, it's alignment. When your energy stops scattering, perception becomes clean. But here's the part almost no one talks about. As your power grows, so do the tests. Temptation doesn't disappear. It intensifies. Opportunities that never appeared before suddenly show up. People from your past resurface. Old connections knock at your door. Situations arise that seem perfectly designed to pull you back into old habits. This isn't punishment, it's assessment. Life is asking one question: can you hold what you are becoming? Your mind will try to negotiate. It will tell you that balance is better, that discipline is extreme, that you're imagining things. It will remind you of comfort. It will offer you familiar pleasure in exchange for the unknown. This is where most people turn back. Not because they are weak, but because they don't understand what they're carrying. Those around you may say you've changed, that you're distant, that you're too serious, that you're isolating yourself. They don't see the internal shift. They only see the surface. Growth often looks like withdrawal before it looks like strength. If you persist, something remarkable happens. The pressure stabilizes, the intensity becomes usable. Your thoughts slow down, but become more powerful. Your actions become intentional. Your confidence becomes quiet, not loud. You stop needing validation. You stop chasing. You begin attracting. Manifestation stops feeling like hope and starts feeling like response. You think clearly, and life answers clearly. Not instantly, not dramatically, but consistently. Opportunities align, doors open, resources appear. The chaos fades. You realize then that the absence of sex was never about denial. It was about redirection. Energy was not taken from you. It was returned to you in a refined form. What you gave up temporarily comes back multiplied, not just in pleasure, but in purpose, stability, and inner authority. When intimacy returns to your life later, it feels different. Slower, deeper, more conscious. No longer an escape, but a connection. No longer consumption, but exchange. You are no longer controlled by desire. You are in dialogue with it. This process is not for everyone. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk this path. But if you recognize these signs within yourself, if this message feels uncomfortably familiar, then you are not broken. You are not lost. You are in transition. Nothing is being taken from you. You are being prepared. And when preparation is complete, life will meet you at the level you can sustain. If this spoke to you, you already know why you're here.